Back, True Seeker, September 5th, 2018. This morning, one of the top news stories is that the CDC had to meet with a plane at JFK International Airport after a number of passengers reported feeling ill. And again, every single day, what is reported in your news are riddles, often contrived stories that never even happened. And what I'm going to show you is this story is coming on September 5th, a date written 5/9 like 59, because it's a tribute to the assassination of John F. Kennedy, a name that in Gematria sums to 59. And in case you're new here, I have a book, Letters and Numbers. One of those chapters is on the several deaths within the Kennedy family, known as the Kennedy curse. So I'm going to educate a little bit about that pattern. If you find this interesting, be sure to pick up my book. Mind-blowing book. It's 773 pages long. It's just one chapter that's on the Kennedy curse. There's also other chapters that talk more in depth about the JFK assassination, which we're also going to touch on in this video. So in the reporting, what jumps out right away, what just screams out, in the first paragraph, it says this plane with the ill passengers landed at 9:06 a.m. And here's why they did that. The day JFK was killed, November 22nd, 63, was a date with 96 numerology. 11 plus 22 plus 63, 96. Gematria, this ancient practice of coding numbers into words, which is a Masonic practice, in that code, the word Freemason equals 96. JFK was killed in the middle of Dealey Plaza, named after a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. The date JFK died, 11/22/1963, it was also a date with a life lesson number of 52. There's multiple paths in numerology to extract the numbers from a date. 11 plus 22 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3. You break up the year part by part, 52. Now notice, the word president has Gematria 52. So does the word White House. So does the word government. So does the word authority. Special number there, 52. I just talked about the significance of Barbara Bush dying 52 days before her birthday on April 17th. And how that connects with George H.W. Bush's upcoming death, which is very near. And of course, that man having something to do absolutely with the death of JFK. Anyhow, if you missed that video, go back and check it out. I'm going to do a follow-up video this morning because I learned something else new. But anyhow, today, September 5th, 2018, also a date with 52 numerology. 5 plus 9 plus 20 plus 18. So fitting date for this riddle. And even more fitting because September 5th can be written 5/9 like 59. John F. Kennedy has Gematria 59. Freemasonry has Gematria 59. In Hebrew and in English, Freemasonry sums to 59. In Hebrew, there's 14 ways to decipher the language. In English, there's just as many ways. For 90+% of my decodes, I stick to the 4 primary ciphers in case you're new here. And if you are new here, please pick up my book. The book educates about Gematria, where it came from, why it's important, why it's used, and teaches you the base ciphers, plus the extra ciphers, which you can just store away on a shelf. You don't even really need them. If you know the 4 base ciphers, which is all we're talking about right here, you're going to know enough. John F. Kennedy, Freemasonry 59, a Masonic ritual. It is Freemasonry that controls your federal government, your media. And they do these kind of riddles every single day. Every single day, all throughout the day. So they're saying these people landed because they felt ill. And ill is a word with Gematria of 33. Most simple cipher, just using the alphabetic order. I is 9, the 9th letter in the alphabet. L is 12, the 12th letter in the alphabet. 9 plus 12 plus 12, 33. The name Kennedy also has that Gematria of 33. The alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. K is the 11th letter, but K in this cipher is worth 2 because the numerology of 11 is 1 plus 1 is 2. E is the 5th letter, N's the 14th, 1 plus 4 becomes 5, so on. Kennedy, 33. Killed on 11/22. You see? 11 plus 22, 33. Like Kennedy. Other words with gematria of 33 in that cipher. Federal, masonry, secrecy, order. Again, JFK killed in the middle of Dealey Plaza, named after a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason, where the headquarters of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry is in Washington, D.C. Of course, George Washington was a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. The House of the Temple's their headquarters. That building has 33 pillars, each 33 feet tall, and not coincidentally. Comes from Kundalini, the spiritual belief that spiritual ascension happens up the 33 vertebrae of the human spine. The word people in this cipher, this same one, equals 33. The word person in this same cipher sums to 33. The word name with the alphabetic order, 33. It all comes back to the 33 vertebrae. So, in my book, talk a lot about the Kennedy curse and the very familiar patterns in the deaths of these family members. Dealey Plaza has this gematria 54, like Kennedy curse, like Ambassador Hotel. JFK killed at the Dealey Plaza, RFK killed at the Ambassador Hotel. They were a Catholic family. The Masonic order in the Catholic Church are the Jesuits. Jesuit order, 54. The Jesuits are known assassins. Notice JFK in the base ciphers, also 54. That's just when you flip the alphabetic order around. Want to remind you that JFK was the 35th president, the only Catholic president. He died at age 46. Catholic, gematria of 35, 46. Catholic Bibles. The Old Testament has 46 books in it, different from other Bibles that have 39 books. Notice the initials RFK, 3546. Catholic. Robert Kennedy died June 6th after being shot by Sirhan Sirhan, 6'6". Robert Kennedy equals 66. Sirhan equals 66. You know? Another interesting thing. Huge pattern in the Kennedy family with the number 187 and their deaths. All covered in my book. JFK assassination with the alphabetic order equals 187. He died in the 187th year of the nation's existence. There's another cipher where you multiply the alphabetic order times 6. So instead of J being the 10th letter, it's 10 times 6. So J is 60. F, instead of being the 6th letter, becomes 6 times 6. So F is 36. K, instead of being the 11th letter, becomes 11 times 6, 66. A becomes 1 times 6, 6. You multiply each letter times 6, which is the same as 187 times 6. JFK assassination, 11/22. 11/22, like the date he died. Again, he died in the middle of Dealey Plaza, named after a Scottish Rite Freemason. What's etched on the headquarters of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry is ancient accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, which equals 187. So does George Washington. So does Washington, D.C. Major number in the history of D.C. It gets its significance from the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, which are 187 chapters in length. Notice, JFK International Airport, 147, where this happened. President of the United States, 147. U.S. President, 147. Freemason, 147. Conspiracy, 147. There's 147 windows on the White House, and not arbitrarily. So, this is why you get this news headline this morning. It is a riddle. It is a tribute to this nation's sick history's past, which 99.99999% of the population has no clue about. That's why ever since I figured this out in 2013, I've worked practically every single day. There might have been one day where I didn't contribute to this research in the last 5 years, because I know everybody needs to know about this. You know, everyone has questions about so many things in this nation's history, from the JFK assassination to the moon landing to 9/11 and so much more. And by learning this code, you can get the answers to all of those questions. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.